we're an unusual brand. Traditionally, people who build brands specialize in one area. So, Nike specialize in shoes, Coca-Cola in soft drinks, British Airways in flying people places. But Virgin is, in a sense, a way of life brand. So we look after people's needs throughout their life. And that's partly because I just love a challenge. I love somebody, if I'm on a plane and I find the experience horrible, I think maybe I can start a better a better experience for myself and my friends and other people. And or if I'm go to a health club and it's ghastly, then maybe we can create a better kind of health club and so on. So love a new challenge, love creating things that we can be proud of. And in this in these dark days, we haven't stopped looking for opportunities. I think, like everybody else, we're being prudent. We're not maybe expanding quite as fast as we would. But we've just launched an airline in America, for instance. The American airline industry is perhaps the worst run industry in the whole world. Has anybody ever flown an American airline?
The first or second.
Yeah. Well, the Canadian Airlines. So anyway, if you go into a marketplace where the quality of the product is abysmal, and you put in a product that is exceptional, then even in difficult times like this, you're likely to survive and thrive and do well. And Virgin America, in its short time up and running, is I think winning all the awards and taking America by storm. So it is still worthwhile looking for gaps in the market even in these difficult times.
If people were to turn to you for sort of hard and fast survival rules over the next few years, what would you say to them?
Well, I mean, I think the first thing is to run companies, which quite a few people in this room do. I mean, obviously, you've got to be able to pay the bills, so cash is king. Having a good relationship. Actually, your bank's having a good relationship with you is very important in this marketplace. I used to, for about 30 or 40 years, have my bank managers ring me up, asking me when I was going to go bust. Now, or if I'm going to go, now I have to ring them up and ask if they're going to go bust. Nice change. But I think if you're running companies, you obviously survival is critical. You may, because everybody else is laying people off, you may think we've got to do the same to be competitive. I think that that everybody who runs a company and governments have got to think imaginatively about seeing whether there's alternative ways of just laying people off. I mean, if for the 8% of people who are going to be unemployed, it's very demeaning. It's obviously financially stressful, and for a lot of people, they'd much rather be doing, say, three days work rather than being out of work altogether. So I think with people who run companies need to be imaginative and thinking, is there alternative ways than laying people off? Could it be wage freezes? Could it be 4-day working week? Could it be job sharing? And to sit down with the workforce. I think you'll find that the workforce will come back with good ideas themselves. So I think that's